What's up, gents? Dirtbag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. We are back at it doing another how to gear specific champion guide for Silar. This isn't going to be a full guide. We just did a full guide on her, but this is how to gear specific champions that are going to help newer players or even mid or late game players on what you're kind of looking for in the stats, the skills, where you're going to put them, stuff like that. So this guide, we're linked the main guide, in the video, but this guide is going to be what I think should be used best in this game. So I just got her up to 60, used her in Faction Wars. She is amazing. Like, she is such a good champion, all around void champion. You can use her in everything, but really stun set. Like, first, how we start these videos off is we look at their skills, we see where they're going to be used, how I think they're going to be the best. So let's start off with the A1. So the A1 is attack on enemy. Look how basic this skill is. Literally just attacks all enemies on the A1, which is always cool because if you have an A1 with attack all enemies, like maybe like a Prince Kayama or a Bad L, stun set's always great for them. Just because they have a chance by just if they have a counterattack on your team, you can counterattack, stun, all that stuff. You can put counterattack on them. It's such a good thing to have with a stun set. So right when I see this, I'm like, all right, stun. A2 attacks all enemies. Two attacks that have attack all enemies. So that is just a double way to get a stun on the enemy team. But this skill right here is so good because it has an 80 up to 100% chance of placing a 50% decrease accuracy debuff for 2 turns. This is skyrocketing in our game right now because Doom Tower is so freaking hard. The resistance on them is hard. Their accuracy is really good. It helps your team become more resistant. When somebody has 300 accuracy on the other team and you hit them with this, you're now 150 accuracy. Like, it goes down so much, so your 200 resistance is now actually really good. It used to stink because 300 accuracy always going to hit you. Now they're only 150, so it's so good. So looking at this, you definitely want accuracy on yourself because you want to be able to land this skill. If you don't land the skill, it's kind of pointless. So you're going to have a chance to stun the person, which also needs accuracy, but you're also going to want to land this decreased accuracy because it is a 100% chance. She is a void, so there's no weak hits. It's always going to hit. And then this one places, not chance, just places a decreased speed debuff on all enemies for 2 turns and decrease their turn meter by 40%. Anytime you decrease a turn meter or try and land a debuff like this, you always need accuracy. Sometimes it says cannot be resisted. That you don't need accuracy. This one, you need accuracy. So decrease speed and the turn meter combined in one single skill, that's a 4-turn cooldown. This is a 3-turn cooldown. So looking at this, I want to make her as super fast as I possibly can with as much accuracy as I possibly can. If you're going PvE route, probably as much HP as you possibly can. So those are going to be the stats we're looking for. She has a very, very good aura in Faction Wars. So it increases the ally HP speed, I'm sorry, not HP, speed in the faction crypts by 22%, which is huge, especially for an epic. So let's go to her masteries. We build it down. Now, if I'm going stun set, if you anytime you go stun set with a person, you're probably going to want to go with this fearsome presence. Increases the chance of placing a stun, sleep, freeze, fear, true fear, or provoke debuff from skills or artifacts. Includes artifacts by 5%. So if we look at our stun, and you want to go accuracy, obviously, and the stun set, this increases by 18%. So 5%, you're up to 23% to stun somebody on 2 AoE attacks. That is awesome. Also, her masteries I highly suggest is increasing cooldown and having a chance to increase counterattack or get a counterattack if she gets hit. So you have an AoE on the A1, which can stun somebody. If she gets hit, she can then counterattack and stun somebody without having a counterattack on your team. That is so good on her. This gets a chance to place a leech on them, which is great with the stun set because now you can put leech up and heal your team. Just so good. Okay, so artifacts, let's get into it. I changed up her artifacts. This isn't the best artifacts I had on her. I actually switched it with my Sile of the Drake artifacts with her stun set, but this is kind of like the same thing that you're looking for. So the gloves, you always want to go with her. Again, I'm looking for HP, speed, and accuracy. So we actually got accuracy gloves on her. If you have the set, if you're building the set or you have the set, try for this set right here. It's 40% accuracy with an extra 5% speed. I didn't have the gloves, like the HP gloves for her with speed, as I did with this one. This one actually gave her 17 speed with a little bit of resistance. I'm building on her with the resistance because of Faction Wars. You don't need it. It's just a bonus with Doom Tower and Faction Wars coming up. So we have HP with as much speed as we possibly can. If you have an accuracy in here, that helps. Just with speed and accuracy, that's what I would look for. Now the chest piece, HP. I'm going with either HP or defense. With her, I want HP because I don't want her to get hit. If she does get hit, having more HP dropping is going to have her counterattack. If she has too much defense, it's not going to take as much HP away as it were to just having HP. I don't know if you knew that. If they have a crap ton of defense, they don't get hit as hard, so it's not going to counterattack as much. If they have more HP, they're going to get hit harder, still survive, but then be able to counterattack and try to stun the other team. So with this one, we have HP chest piece with accuracy. It's only a 12, but again, if I had speed, I would definitely put speed on her. So it would be HP, speed, and accuracy with this set. The speed boots, as fast speed boots as you possibly can. We had really good speed boots in the stun set, so we have 45 speed, accuracy, and a little bit of defense just to help out a little bit. And then this we had resistance, accuracy, and speed. So this was one of the things I switched with her. This, the chest piece, and this. The other shield had I think like 17 speed. So it had a lot higher speed than just 6, but this also isn't a 16 piece, so we might be able to roll a speed, hopefully, on the last roll. We finished off the accuracy set with this. We have speed and accuracy with a max roll of accuracy. That is sick. And I can boost up her speed a little bit more. And then finally, to finish off, we have speed and a little bit of HP, but attack. This was just the second best speed gear I had on her. Just looking at what I switched, this one had 21 speed right there, and then this one had 11 speed, 12 speed right there, and I think that was it for her. So those two sets were on her, giving me a lot more speed. So let's look at her total stats. 50k HP, not bad, especially for PvE. 203 speed. If you add an extra 20, some maybe 30 speed on her, she was up to 230 speed and just double lapping the ads. Like, watch the video of the Faction Wars 21. She doesn't even let the ads go. Like, she made Faction Wars 21 a cakewalk for this game. 100%. If you just get speed, HP, and accuracy, that's all you need on her. The resistance is there because we have a little bit of Great Hall, but we also have a resistance banner. Let me show you her banner. We have resistance banner. This 100% could be accuracy. So if you go in PvP or you need more accuracy in Doom Tower, go with the accuracy route with as much speed as you possibly can get. So accuracy with speed, with HP, resistance, accuracy. Mainly you want to get accuracy on the neck piece, and then just as much HP and defense for the amulet. I'd probably go HP with HP substats. This was just a ring I threw on her because she was level 40 at the time when I got her and started leveling her up. So there you go, HP with HP substat, HP with accuracy substat, and then accuracy with speed substat. That's exactly what I would do for down here, which would then bring you to a total of like 300, 350 accuracy. Like it'd be a lot if you go with the accuracy, which is definitely needed for PvP. If you're using her as a go second choice for PvP, which she could 100% do, you want her to go right after your Arbiter. So if your Arbiter speed, you can go to the calculator, which is all over the web. You put in the Arbiter speed. Our Arbiter speed is 325. It'll tell you what you need to have to go second and not get cut in. I think this was like 270. So my go second person is my Basher, who has 269 speed. So he like never gets cut in, almost ever. So my Arbiter goes, boosts up the turn meter, and then he'll always go second. If I'm using Silar, and look at the accuracy. If I'm using Silar as a PvP monster because of her A3, I'm going to have her speed be 270 speed with as much accuracy as I possibly can get. So you don't have to go the stun route with PvP because she's mainly there just to kind of reduce the turn meter and put decreased speed on them, which definitely works. Use kind of the Basher strat, which is just as much HP or as much speed as possible with as much accuracy as possible. So that's kind of how we got it down. Was this the extra 50 plus the banner, and then as much speed as you possibly can get, which again goes for Silar. So if you're using her for PvP, speed and accuracy. If you're using her for Doom Tower and Faction Wars, this build right here will 100% get you through it. I'm going to start using her in Doom Tower and test her out. But I already made a guide on her with Faction Wars and all the dungeons. So check that out. It's a little bit longer guide, but she is definitely worth it. She's very good. But that is my guide on how to gear specific champions. Let me know on who you want to see next. Hit the subscribe so you actually get to see these videos pop up in your newsfeed, because they definitely help, hopefully. I'm going to do Banner Lords, Demon Spawn, and who else? Dwarves last. So those are my last 3 faction wars we have to get before we get Lydia. So guys, appreciate it. Thanks for clicking on the video. Let me know who you guys want to see next. Good luck with everything, and I will see you in a video soon.